There we go. That was weird. Yeah, that should be fine. Sorry. Yeah, I basically said, Pastor Coco, I was asking you about the merchandise when it was going to come. And I was basically saying I recorded the first quest. Yeah, my bad. I was recording something for Lefty, and when I record stuff, I did it differently by using full cam, and so um, it messed up my settings for actually streaming like this. There we go. Um, yeah, music sounds fine and I sound fine. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. I was just saying, like, if you have any issues, let me know, because, sweet. And yeah, both of you guys are mods. If you guys don't want it, I know Pastor Croker, you said yes. I thought I modded you the other day, but it didn't say for some reason. And Frojo, you're a mod as well. So just let me know if you guys don't want it. But I think you guys are fine being moderators. But yeah, so this stream's about live streaming the dialogue. Basically, I'm gonna do Cavalier because it's really easy now, and I think it'd be cool to kind of get my live reaction to it, and we can all talk about it if there's like any Easter eggs references. Like for example, I read the first quest vaguely, and Pym, like Hank Pym, is talked about a lot. So kind of interesting because as I made in my video last event quest, is that Pym was in Marvel Realm of Champions, but we have not actually seen Hank Pym yet. Yeah. So yeah, he's just introducing us to Cassie. Um, she has her basically she took over a one of the many Pym labs in the contest, which is pretty sweet. Um, and so this is lab MP4779. Wonder if there's like a little Easter egg right there. So see, like maybe the year 79 and then maybe the MP447. Curious on. I didn't even know those had names. I called this one the lab on the rock shaped like an ice cream cone. We've got a singular point multiverse. So basically, when you've got a singular point multiversal quantum realm to focus on, proper data matters. Speaking of data, it looks like there's some of the text is translating. It struggles with the whole message. I can make up Sentinel Link Agent Pym. Does that mean anything to you? It's an acronym for SLAP. That probably doesn't help. The number scrolling on the bottom looks like coordinates. Let's see where they land. Heading to the strange world of the quantum realm, a sentinel is spotted circling around. A sentinel is an auto arrival for the quantum realm, isn't it? Is it tracking someone? Is it someone controlling it? What should we do here? Stuff leaks through here all the time, which they actually have. That's cool that they mentioned that, because that's happened before. Multidimensional whack-a-mole, treating the symptom but not the cause sounds exhausting. Hope is often an important assignment. There's a gang of Galactuses and whatnot. Big picture stuff. Okay, so he's aware. He's aware of the Galactus Horde. The Galactus Horde. Such a weird Galactus, because Galactus is one name, but the Galacti, it's Galactus Horde is what I'm just calling them. So he knows about it, so that's pretty sweet. That leaves just the Ant family here to keep things together. Trust me, with a fight breaking out here every few steps. Cool. I call them the Ant family, which is pretty nice that they're using that in the game. Well, for now, let's focus on stopping evil robots before it robs Dr. Pym's lab. A few years ago, a sentence like that would have been odd for me to say. Scan technology not located. Moving location. Hey there, big bug. Big guy. Look at that. It's definitely a hat. Now let's get shut down. Negative delay. Unacceptable. Humans deemed super allergic to exploding. So that's a hard pass. Alright. Just a simple quest. Yeah. I don't even use my iPad that much. These are just for school assignments. But yeah, so I'm going to live stream just me playing through Cavalier. Record it while we're there. And it should be a fun time. It looks like I haven't streamed in a long time, so it feels good. It feels good. Alright, cool. Let's share that on Twitter. Let's people know we're live. And I think we're going on a good streak. Marvel Premiere 47, released in 1979. There you go. I knew it was an Easter egg. It is the Ant-Man comic that inspired Edgar Wright's Ant-Man film. Oh, sweet. That's cool. That is pretty freaking sweet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know that one too, because it What is it? It's got the magnifying glass, right, with Ant-Man. The astonishing Ant-Man. The cover is Scott running as an ant under the magnifying glass. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that also where Cassie? Yeah, because that's Cassie's first appearance too, right? Like him stealing a suit for Cassie. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And Ant-Man was such a good film. Like before Quantumania next week, I need to rewatch Ant-Man 1 and Loki. Ant-Man 1 and 2 and Loki. I think I just caught up on like on all the cool stuff that I'm watching. I'm like, I kind of want to go back and watch stuff again. It's when Scott plays Hank. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, because I'm pretty sure that's their both first appearances where he steals the suit for Cassie, and then he becomes the new Ant-Man. All right, let's see what we got going on in Quest 2. It is Mutant. Cool. Do we have any metal champions? Because those are always fun to do. Wow, none, actually. That's hilarious. Mutant champions. I guess oh yeah, my brother was doing Thronebreaker and he was telling me this Nova and the Spidey was a pain in the ass. I told him to use Magneto and he just refuses, so. Okay, I'll just bring any mutant champion. I guess I should see what Juggernaut got going on. Hands SP1, Newton's Law. Non-sacking, unstoppable defender against. Cool. The Havoc wrecked me in Thronebreaker, yeah. I haven't done Thronebreaker yet. I have not. I kind of don't want to be honest. But I need to. I need to get Paragon. Well, obviously I want to bring Apocalypse, and obviously I want to bring Cable so I can make him a Horseman. Archangel's always amazing. Who's the best for Juggernaut? Do you know who's taking him down? Use spam for jugs if you have them. Okay. I need to rank mine up. I'll bring White Magneto. So he always helps. Since I'm not going in against any metal champions, I don't even know who to bring. Besides, like, I still don't know how to play Kitty. I ranked her up, and I got a 6-star, and I still don't know how to play either. Oh, and I have 2 Apocalypses as well, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I guess I can just bring Kitty. Or you just said bring spam. Spam. Cool. Sweet. I decided until my roster improves, I'll probably only do completion in Thronebreaker. Yeah, that's oh, my chat's not working. Okay, well, hopefully that fixed that. Yes, it did. Awesome. He has that power sting node, so if you need to use Torch or that Mr. Fantastic, or I guess you could use Emma. Oh yeah, okay. I literally was just reading about someone having a problem with that. Sweet. So you can't screen record while doing this. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well I'm gonna screen record and then go back in and do it. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting. And then just hit restart quest and easy peasy. I probably should buy the actual Apple share thing, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm probably going to do the same thing where I only do Thronebreaker completion. Alright, the defeated Sentinel wasted no time self-destructing, leaving only Ash and more questions for our pint-sized heroes. Well, at least it was true to his word that it's one very dedicated and destructive killer robot. Well, the summoner has been fighting. Good job, by the way. I took time to read up on the thing. Are there any mutants nearby it could have been tracking? Should we warn them? There's not exactly a public broadcast system here for that kind of thing. Any more translation from that messenger earlier? Okay, I'll uplink and check. Yeah, that's a bit clear. Warning, a Sentinel is on the way with links to an agent seeking to steal from Pym's lab or tech at all cost. Okay, good job. So what were you thinking? Lunch? There's a plant-based place near the nexus of all realities called Burger Thing. That's amazing. First off, nexus of all realities. That's cool. Man thing, right? But Burger Thing. So I guess he's. I wonder if does Man Thing have like does Man Thing make like plant-based burgers now? It's kind of funny. You're like a little voice of reason following me along. Following, leading, I'm plenty useful. I say we keep tracking mysterious messages. It's not a great lead, but it's the only thing we've got. That's pretty funny. I feel like that cat could make art of that. Just like yeah, Howard's House of Himbos, and then plant the Man Thing and his plant thing, his burger thing chain. That's pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna start putting music on. All right, I think that's fine. Cool. Well, let's make APOC get his little his cross thing on. How's everyone's day been? It's Friday. Hope everyone had a great week. Not too much going on for me besides the new event and new stuff, but I've been dealing with some school stuff, doing assignments. Come on, Letty. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. How's the audio too much? I turned it down a lot, so hopefully it's not too loud. Chilling? Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to read the dialogue. I heard there's a nice little tease, or not little tease, but little reference to the comics from future Ant-Man, so that's nice. Trying to find one recruit. Yeah, actually, our lines is doing the same thing. We need one person. I think we need one person to fill it back up to 30. All right. So let's make Mr. Cable a horseman of the apocalypse. And let's kick the Hood's ass. Such a cheat code. Cable heavy spamming with degens is just so insane. Easy. If I was looking for an alliance, I would join. But me, my brother, my dad, and Pastor Coco are all in the same alliance. Ooh, Mr. Other Gabe is posting stuff about teas. Looks like I forgot of his name from the Gifted, who's got the light powers. I always forget his name. Or his parry attacks during point for a 50 casual. That's hilarious. Filthy casual. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing where I disconnect and record it. Alright, cool. So, following the info hidden within the mysterious signal, Cassie and Scott find a bizarre sight. The Juggernaut, battling an unknown hero, decked out in strange tech. Sounds like future Ant-Man. I don't know who that big copper top is, but he obviously has to be stopped. Really? She doesn't know who the Juggernaut is? That's the Juggernaut. He can't be stopped. That's literally the whole deal of it. It's so disappointing we're in here with him because of how dangerous he is. No, because he's really big, but down here he's small. However, we're also small, so the scale isn't funny. I want to see a teeny tiny Juggernaut bouncing around. Small Lance! You guys know the mcoc mashup? Like the Juggernaut and Ant-Man being combined? That's fine. I think we actually have a spot or two open, too. Hey, what's up, Megatron? Aiden as well. I thought I made you a mod as well. That's weird. I wonder if my mods, when I made people mods, they didn't save. Because I swore I made both you and Pastor Goku mods. Because now I'm picturing that big angry guy all tiny, and it's objectively funny. Guys, come on. He's a character in the game. Come on. Like we can't forget our favorite unstoppable ant. I was like, I couldn't remember if it was small ant or big ant. Yeah. Unstoppable ant. All right, well that's it. So yeah, I'm recording because it won't let me screen record while I'm doing this, so I'm basically unplugging screen recording, go to that recording and share it on stream, if you get my drift. But how are you doing? How you doing, Aiden? It must not have because you added all of us at the same time. Yeah. I don't. Well, I kind of did it in batches, so maybe just that time I put you both. Just didn't save. I added a lot of mods. Was watching old BG streams and saw that Jay was live, so hopped in here. I appreciate it. Yeah, Unstoppable Ant, he was in Return to the Micro Realms when Wasp came to the game in Ghost. But I'm trying to remember. Ant-Man should have, like he knows that. Like I find that weird that they don't mention it. Doing okay, stomping Realm of Legends with Absorbing Man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I saw you asking DLL some questions about him last night, and him teasing teasing. What did he tease? He teased something about not the next champion that releases, but another champion that's gonna be announced in July. Like pretty sweet, man. I'm very excited. Very excited. Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Come on, Havoc, just die already, dude. We might be family, but you're going down. And good night. Mention the possibility of a Tomb of Thorns damage turning as well. Nice. Yeah, it's always cool to go to DLL's streams. I'm finding myself watching them when I can. Joe, fix it. Just do cable, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I play it on an iPad if you guys haven't noticed. I would play on my phone for streams purposes, but because I record with the what do? I record with the iPad because it helps like hide it helps with a nice orientation for recording the dialogue. But if I wasn't doing that, I'd probably play on my phone. Trying to figure out whether I'm going to do Eternity of Pain completion run soon. Oh, nice. I probably should do the same. Honestly, well, I need to finish Act 7 because I have just putting that off for way too long now. All right, we got another dialogue, so I'm gonna unplug. Unplug. we go. There we go. Future Ant-Man is introduced. Hey there, stranger. You got things handled or could use a couple of helping hands? Scott Lang, Cassie Lang, and some mysterious stranger whose face seems obscured. You are a welcome sight in this chronological cul-de-sac. You want to talk about mysterious face coverings, and what's that you're saying about the timelines? If you want to know about time, all you gotta know is that your time is up. Juggernaut's got some of the cheesiest lines of all time. Further readings will be forthcoming, but for now, your assistance would be absolutely helpful. Well, see what we can do, Summoner. Provide a distraction, and I'll see if we can rally our troops and do some magic here. Yeah, I'm still curious on why they didn't use the Unstoppable Ant. Why are they using regular Juggernaut? I don't know, but it's okay. Also, Jackson, regards to the merch, when I tried to ship it directly to you, I had issues, so I canceled that order and redid it, shipping to my house, and it has shipped, and I think I'll get it to you. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were going to do is you were going to ship it to your house and then ship it to me. But that makes sense. If you had issues not doing it that way. Hey, what's up, Lefty? How you doing, man? How are you doing? The champion. All right, let's cable him. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're just doing some event quest completion for Cavalier, getting the dialogue recorded so I can get a video out, hopefully next week. Hope you're doing well, Lefty. Oh, that reach is insane. And good night. Go to sleep. At Trichoslatyrus. Get out of here. Ah, I forgot we had Korg. I forgot we had Korg. Well, Cable, you got this. We'll see if he gets everyone's favorite Thorns person. I'm just going to do a lot of heavies. Oh, I missed that one. That's hilarious. Come on, go to your SP2. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice Christmas. Okay. Dang, he actually is just right outside of my reach. That's actually interesting. Nice, got that on him. Get more heavies in. Come on. Go to sleep. Good. Perfect. You have Wags. You should be able to use a pre-flight and Cork. Yeah, that's true. I should have done that, but... How are you doing? What's up, Reed Richards? 423. At least that is what scrubs like me have to do. If this was Thronebreaker, I would have absolutely used Wags right there for that pre-fight. Absolutely. Cavalier's kind of too. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. Do you guys feel like it's so easy now? Like I kind of, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. Like I remember when I first did Cavalier and it chewed me up, man. All right, I'm gonna unplug again, record the dialogue, and then come back to it. Okay. I'm good. Awesome. Glad. I am very glad. Alright, it's on screen. Perfecto. Didn't mean to hurt that. Go to the beginning. Alright, Buckethead. Hilariously, him and Nova are always called Bucketheads. You want to tell us who snuck you backstage to the Quantum Realm, or do we have to get tough? Tough! The ants, the Pipsqueak Summoner, and the little girl? What you gonna do? Ruin my picnic? Nah, I'm not telling you nothing. I can give you a full mission briefing once this active threat has been removed. It's just, he sounds so technical. I don't know. I find that kind of funny. Seems why shutting Juggernaut down before he gets started is really our best move. Well, then we can show him that he's Juggernaut welcome here. Oh, that's so cringy. That's so cringy. Such a terrible pun. I'm so proud. Let's get him. That's a cool dad moment right there. I just got a 4-star Doctor Doom on my level 23 account. That is pretty nice. One of the best champions in the entire game. Congratulations. Alright, we're using spam because... When the attacker gains a bar of power, they are inflicted with a power sting debuff for 10 seconds. Intercepting the defender while the power sting active removes it and inflicts it on the defender instead. So we're calling pass the buck. So we're passing our power stings, and then we're putting more power stings on him with spam himself. How do you play spam? Like, what do you do again? Is it SV2s? Man, it's been so long since I've used spam. It's been so long. And he's unstoppable every time I knock him down. Right. That is correct. Oh, I probably should have put Wags on. That would have been smart. I literally just said I would. That's funny. Porker Popper. Oh, I took away his unstoppable. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I was kind of hoping I would intercept there. Whee! He's unstoppable. Okay, so I have to intercept him to get the unstoppable. That makes sense. Oh, I'm so bad. It just takes my basic catalyst. Ripperoni. Okay, we'll try again. Hey, lucky me. Alright, let's do this the right time. Put our guidance boost on. And I'll just take Cable. Easy enough. Easy enough. Just understand how this fight works and we'll be golden. Also, I don't play with game sound. Do you guys hear? You don't. Yeah, you don't hear game sound. I don't play with it. I know a lot of people do, or at least show it on stream. I can mess around if you really want. Just let me know. Good night, Juggernaut. Good night. Get out of here. Easy peasy. Wasn't a solo, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Cool. Chapter 1 done. And, because I bought ahead like a week and a half. So I finally get my day 30 and 31 apparently. So, nice. Soon to be Paragon as soon as I, do the time to do 8.1. Don't stress if you don't play with it. Maybe your music is... don't be stressed if you don't play with it. Maybe your music a bit louder in that case, or... That makes sense. I'll put the music back on. Time after time. Which, I believe, was... Time after time. That is... Time after time. I'm trying to think, was that the side quest, or the special quest with Kang? And... I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. So, little reference right there. Little reference right there. So we did Science and Mutants. So what's next? Skills. Okay. The defender is not struck with Trouble Fire. But let's find the regular, the easy path. Excuse me. Skill champions. Easy peasy. Red Guardian, Vulture. Shang-Chi. America, Chavez, CMM, and Miles Morales. Okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What windows does she have? Ooh, Chum the Waters. Whenever the attacker dodges an attack, both champions are inflicted with a heal block. And a taunt debuff, lowering attack rating by 10%. When the attacker triggers a precision buff. So I might just bring Magneto for her. And skill attackers. It's skill. So I'll bring Magneto for her. Just if I need him. And then skill attackers, Nick Fury, of course. Shang-Chi. Falcon. Google full on point. Don't stress if you don't play with it. Science, mutant, skill, tech, cosmic. Oh, there you go. Thank you. They constantly put science first two and mystic last two. It bothers me. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've definitely noticed that. In fact, like mystic being, I had like almost no mystics when they changed it to doing the class thing. So when they changed it, I literally had like one or two mystics 6 stars, and it was really bad. It was sorcerer or symbiote supreme. That's all I had, and it was really hard doing it with him. I did have Doom. I just got him, and I started ranking him up because I was struggling so much. Yeah, time to time with special quest, I went through yeah, that's right, because that's when Fu on point is that King's kick, right? Arcus. I was like Mega Mindhead. Arcus and Clairvoyant. No, just my Google skills. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, I get it, because you Googled it. Yeah. I was thinking it was that quest. I was just trying to like remember. I don't think it really matters. I guess Hitmonkey. I love playing Massacre, so I might do that. I haven't played him in a long time, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hey, thank you, Farazam. How do you pronounce that? For subscribing, I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Carry On? So yeah, we're live streaming Cavalier Completion. I'm gonna unplug real quick, record the dialogue, and then come back to it. Oop, somebody's home. Alright, I had something added to my schedule tonight before my stream, so I have to take off. Catch y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you so much. I don't know how long we'll be streaming, so if I am still streaming, we can raid you, because you have your fight against Ziggo tonight, right? If you guys want to check out Pastor Coco's channel, oh no, it's the 16th, okay. In round of 16 at Winter Clash, David Reck. Friday night at 9 p.m. Central. Yeah, okay, it is tonight. Thought so. Yeah, and if you guys want to help with Pastor Coco, he's got 74 subscribers. It would be pretty sweet if you guys gave him a sub. Get him to 100. My dogs are broken. Somebody's home, or the mail got delivered or something. I just let them out before the stream. But how are you, Carry On? How are you? I'm trying new music, but I'm not really liking this playlist. But I don't want to get a copyright claim, so. All right, I'm going to need a major update. Jonathan, Major, Kang, you know. Anyways, Hurry, why are you down here sending the messages and attracting trouble? Of course, introduction team. I'm Zayn Asgar. I am the Ant-Man from the year 2420. Now, this is interesting because, hold on. I wanted to show the comic. Let me see if I still have it on my computer. Future. Yeah, I can't find it, but because I deleted it. but I did my video on him, and basically he's from the year 2549. So I kind of find it weird that in the dialogue it does say 2420. I don't know. Find that a little weird. Anyway, too early guessing on who might come with Gladiator. I love vote. Okay, so I've already said who I made a video actually already, and I said Agatha, and the reason is because if you look at Hercules when he came to the game, Kabam said, "We have already planned the character who comes with the winner of Summoner Choice, no matter what." So no matter wins would have came with America Chavez. She portaled him in. When Quicksilver won, they had already said the same thing. Whoever was coming with the winner was already predetermined. So obviously Gallon and Quicksilver, if Quicksilver lost to someone else, that person would have been the same. So in my opinion, it's going to be someone with that kind of power to bring someone in. So I think it's mostly going to be Agatha, like she has those portal, like she can portal someone in. And I think that's probably what they're going to do. Or if they, I mean, it's February now. Maybe, like, depending on who the villain is of the Marvels too, because I think we might get a trailer, right, in Super Bowl? Hopefully. If they're not doing that villain, Gladiator could come with Monica Rambeau. That'd be pretty sweet. Hey, what's up, Bartol? I still don't know how to pronounce that name. I was just looking at your Twitter, actually. Bartol. I want to call you Bartholomew, but Bartholomew. How are you doing? Hello there. Okay, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it's all. So I would be excited because Vulcan is so friggin' cool. Like, he's one of my top mutants of all time. Shi'ar Empire, you know, the king. It's pretty cool comic. I don't deny that, and I do want Vulcan. But they always predetermine who the winner comes with. Unless they're changing that, because in that stream, they did say we're shifting the schedule for December. They said they might switch the schedule for November and December. So unless he's a December champion by himself, they could switch out and have someone predetermined. So it's a possibility. But I'm just looking at track record, and they haven't done it yet. But yeah, so he says he's from the year 2420, which in the comics he's from 2549. As a nanorobotics researcher, I was intrigued by the work of Hank Pym. Sadly, my clone ants had died out lacked natural instincts, lacked natural instincts, so I took on time myself to continue my research aided by Dr. Doombot's time platform. Straight from the comics, from my video that I did. I don't think I actually mentioned, but yeah, he time travels because he used Dr. Doom's time platform. And it's interesting, it says Dr. Doombot's time platform, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, and obviously, basically, he made his ants. They cloned ants. So at this point, there are no like regular ants anymore because the world is in such a terrible position. There's no more natural resources, and his clone ants can't repopulate the world because they're cloned ants. They don't do anything besides being cloned. And he actually has like cloned robotic ants, so it's even worse because they can't do anything besides like make things like his special animations. That's it. But it was during this inter-time travel that I discovered disturbing alterations to the time and reality, all stepping from the odd place, the battle realm. Yeah, out of the 5 or 6 impossible things you just mentioned, it's the battle realm. That's odd. You shrink down to the quantum level to find out more. I don't focus on the whole grow and shrink thing, which, yes, note of his animations, he grows or shrinks. He didn't do that in the comics either. He can, though. I took the title of Ant-Man due to my control of nano ant swarms, which is a reconstruction of non-organic matter, as you see his animations. So long as the ants got in the mix somewhere, I'm here for it. Welcome to the squad. Where do we go next? He's all for it. He's like, another Ant-Man? Finally. Dad's lived in the battle realm for a while. Since 2015. He came out in 2015. He was the second event quest ever. Like, it was Age of Ultron, the first event quest, and then the Micro Realm, Mystery of the Micro Realm. So it's crazy that it's been almost 8 years. Dad's lived in the battle realm for a while, and his superheroes kids. And as a superheroes kid, I've seen fair share of surprises. Obviously, she's been in the. I'm not sure if she's been in the battle realm, but she's been in the motion comic for the Ant-Man and Wasp event. Then we shall roll, as you say, onto the next possible. Very too. Woo woo. Yeah, I actually streamed that live. That was so fun. I need to do that more, to be honest. I'm fine. Just finished chapter 3.2, the quest with Ant-Man from the future, and my next target will be Cassie. And by the way, I invented an ability for Bullseye. How are you? Oh, cool. Yeah, like I said, I was just checking out your Twitter account, so I actually did see that. You're talking about your wish list, um, your things for the wish list. So I saw like your tweets of the Summoner's Choice. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Variant 2 is pretty cool. I use Hulkbuster for the most part, which is pretty awesome. Pretty damn awesome. Okay. Let's see where we're teleporting to. Yes, that's right, Red Guardian. Hunka Hunka Burning Summoner. And Heartbreaker. Alright. Got rid of that. Let's do this. What's everyone's favorite variant? I feel like, obviously we have 8 variants in the game. Hopefully a 9th one coming soon. There's a lot of fun ones. I know everyone's going to say not variant 1. I'll tell you that. Alright, let's do Nick Fury. He's my best skill champion, and if he dies, I get the bonus for everyone else. So it's like a win-win, no matter what. Nothing can top variant 6 for me, to be honest. Okay. Nice. Variant 6. That is, that's the Defenders one with Jessica, right? Jessica, Joe Fixit, and Luke Cage and Daredevil. Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, let's say that my wish list is such a taboo topic because here's a lot of controversy there and my computer is slowly failing and that's why the flash drive stays my file. Oh my goodness, man. Well, I hope everything's alright. Yeah, you could try saving your stuff to the Google Drive. I don't know if you have access to that. That might help you. I save a lot of my stuff to the Google Drive. Alright, I'm going to record real quick and get back onto it. Yeah, that's the theme. It was the villain's variant. Yeah. Yes. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Do you have personal top 5 champs you'd like to see in MCOC? It doesn't have to be previous prediction based on the known months coming. Thank you. I love when people ask me that. Like, because I feel like a lot of people, when they ask me that, they're like, who's your top thing? I'm like, my predictions are who I predict to come to the game, as in who's most likely to join the game, not who I personally want. Legion number 1. Oh man, I feel like I just talked about this the other day. There's a lot of cool characters, actually. I want Legion and Shadow King just because they're 2 characters that could work well in the same month. Beta Ray Bill for XN, who's my co-host for XN interviews. So those are those 3. Gladiator, he was actually one of my top characters I wanted to come, so I'm not upset at all that he won. I'm looking at my room. I have so many comics on the wall, so like I'll always like look at my wall of comics of who I want to come. Trying to think. There's so many cool characters already in the game. Ares would one. Dazzler would be another. Yeah, there's lots of cool characters. Those are just 5 off the top of my head. I need to make a video on it though. I think that'd be a really cool idea. I really hate the Deadpalooza because of the Merc tag. Now that they give it to X-Bones and the Absorbed Man, I need to revisit. Oh yeah, that is true. Dear God, that is an amazing wall. Thank you. It's all half of it's Contest of Champions and the other half of it's Legion. Actually, well, the other half of Legion is up here. Like, I have so much Legion comics. Oh, don't want to mess my camera up. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Yeah, I need to make my top list because I checked back on it and like a lot of characters that I did want to see come to the game came. So we'll see. I'm thankful you got my convert message. I assume that someone of your renowned intellect cunning of the coding would be no use. I trust you gathered all the items I outlined being required, which is the secure location did you bring them to? Maybe I didn't get all the messages you coded. Cassidy did most of the work. I see, so you did not bring Dr. Pym's quantum scanner with you. That was in last month's event quest, so kind of cool. Not with me, no. That one and some other stuff may have gotten loaned out for adventures over time. And they've used that quantum scanner before, too. I didn't mention it in last month's event quest, but the one that the collector has, which is that same one he's talking about. So, kind of cool. The Pym Labs are not a lending library. They are some of the most advanced pieces of tech to ever be created. I'm just sorry. I'm so surprised. Sounds like a fanboy. We'll have to track via tachyon displacement. Then it's less precise, but will still show where time is shifting from my snapshot of the timeline we're headed. Interesting. Legion is the son of Professor X, right? Yes, he is. He has a bunch of split personalities with different powers. Yeah. In fact, recently they just confirmed he had over 1 million personalities. So with each personality having its own unique power, so a single person having 1 million different powers, and Marvel just confirmed he's the most powerful mutant ever. So I'm, if he come on, I'm wearing the X-Men shirt. Let's get him in the game. This room of yours is definitely bigger than it looks. How many comics do you have there? Holy cow! Who cares? Who scares Deadpool? Be afraid. Holy, that's funny. Hellcat would be pretty cool. I know Vitruvius would love that. How many comics do I have on my wall? I think it's like 200. Yeah, I think it's like 200 because I have like 100 over on this wall. I have like 30 on this wall. I have like 40 on this wall, and then I have some like around, and then I think I have like a lot of them in boxes. I need to start. I stopped collecting them because I was getting too many of them. But I have every Marvel Comics Champions comic book ever, so that's a pretty cool thing to have. Yeah, Legion would be so cool. If he doesn't come with the Shadow King, I want to see him with Beta Ray Bill because me and XN, like I feel like our podcast is getting to a cool kind of, it's becoming kind of a staple, of doing it for so long now, for 2 years, and I think it'd be so cool if they came the same month, and it would be, I don't know, it'd be cool not to us, I would say, but it probably won't happen. Azorman was number 1, now it's Graviton. Yeah, Graviton. I love Lady Deathstrike, Toxin, Purple Man, Scarlet Spider. To round my 5. Those are great options. Graviton, very cool. I know you obviously you made fan kits of him. That Lady Deathstrike I think is coming this year because we're having a Clan Wolverine event this year. Probably in August or September. I think she's gonna come then. Toxin, we do have a symbiote coming, so it's either I think it's gonna be Scream because Kabam seemed to add more female champions, so that's why I'm more on Scream. But Toxin is my second option there. Purple Man, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the Purple Man synergy. And Scarlet Spider would be pretty cool. Wow, no other word can describe it better than wow. Who is the Shadow King? Farouk. He's one of the most powerful telepaths. He's a villain of the X-Men, and basically he takes over Legion's body. If you've watched the Legion show, you'll know, or if you've read the comics, he takes over Legion's body and gets his powers and starts just destroying the X-Men. It was a really cool event. And yeah, he's just he's basically Professor X's nemesis. Like Magneto, yeah, right. But actual powers clashing, they do it all the time. Same with, and Legion as well. They're in it's kind of cool. They just explained that Legion and Farouk are on good levels because Farouk, the Shadow King, is living in Legion's head. Because Legion basically opened up the astral plane, and it's pretty sweet. Hey, what's up, Cyber? How are you? I'm voting for Werewolf by Night, right? Because you're doing your own type of Summoner's Choice, right? I think I've seen Werewolf by Night. It would be cool. I was just saying a couple months ago if they did decide to do the Blade movie as a crossover event, which it got delayed, so it's probably not going to happen this year. Dracula and Werewolf by Night would be the coolest October event. Absolutely. Magnus, hey, what's up? Pretty well, thanks, dude. Awesome, man. We're just doing Cavalier, reading the dialogue, having fun. They mention Hank Pym a lot in this dialogue, so eventually, him being in Marvel Realm of Champions and leaving Battle World, like I want to see him in game and talk. We had Shuri, like just because they add him to the dialogue doesn't necessarily mean if Hank Pym becomes playable, it'll be the same one because Shuri did not remember being in the Battle Realm before, so they could always just add a different version later on, but at least introduce one to the story. It'd be cool. Yeah, I feel like they should do that more. Like, I feel like there's so many cool storytelling that they could do. Like, if you guys know Black Panther Classic, his outfit is when he took over Daredevil in the comics, and that suit was actually inspired T'Challa's father's suit in the MCU, and I thought it'd be cool if Kabam actually played on that and make him T'Chaka for a story. That would be really cool. Sure, I think they'll go Morbius over Dracula, to be honest. Goodness, I hope not. The question is, well, the Shadow King may be mystic because he's a mystical creature, or a mutant because he's taken over a mutant's body. Well, he is mutant. He's not mystic at all. He doesn't have any mystic powers. So he's just a really, really powerful telepath. So he'd be mutant for sure. But he'd be like a creature type of mutant. I think he'd be really cool. Like I think he's so cool. Yeah, if you guys have not seen the Legion TV show, I cannot stress how mind-blowing it is. Plus, I didn't know for a very long time that Santa was a mutant. I still don't like Santa's a mutant, I'm going to be honest. And because if you read that comic, it said that he might be a mutant, and they never played on it since then. Since the 80s, whenever they made that comic, or 70s, whenever it was. So I still think that's a weird comic. So the symbiote is confirmed this year. Yeah, I mean, the symbiote's been on the Cid Battle Realm map since April. So I assume it's going to be in October. I think it's going to be a new guillotine, probably the Baron guillotine from Emrock that we never got, since Ladvirian guillotine's off the table. And that new symbiote, which hopefully is Scream or Toxin. I want Dark Phoenix. I want Dark Phoenix playable, absolutely. Incredibly likely, yeah. Raze is my symbiote option. Ooh, it's a good one. I think they're going to go more well-known. I'm only going female just because we need more female champions. Like, any chance I can get to think what Kabam will do, I usually try to weigh, like, who do I think Kabam would do? And I'm leaning towards Scream. I don't know, what kind of powers does Raze even have as a symbiote? Is Poison a symbiote? Sorry, excuse me. Oh, Raze is this one. The creepy looking one. With like the weird like alien face. Scream would be sick too. I can see Sleeper, to be honest. Yeah, Sleeper's a good one. Poisons are the thing that eat the symbiote. Gotcha. Poisons. Those are like interesting name to name outside of actually poison. I was a little offended by the motive that Jesus could be a mutant because I am Christian, but only a little because there are comics and what is the truth while being Christian, Interesting. Interesting for sure. Yeah, I don't know if you've read Nate Gray, who is an alternate timeline Cable, and he had like a whole Jesus, like I am God type of storyline a couple years ago, and it was so interesting and weird. I think they just stopped doing that storyline event. Like they had Legion show up, and him and Legion combined, which made the most powerful combination ever, and then they just dropped dead the story. So it's definitely interesting when you mix, and I like if you mix in a religion with comics. My favorite are like Daredevil. Like I love it when you can mix in religion like that. I think it's really nice, but you have to do it well. You can't do it terribly like that, for sure. They could go more recent with Codex. Yeah, that's true. Codex. Yeah, a lot of the Venom comics, like right before, like leading up to King in Black, there was a lot of cool stuff you could do. They could just do another like Kabam original with Venom Pool, but I don't know if they do that. Especially when you have Venom Pool, Venom the Duck, and Symbiote Supreme. So I hope there's not another Venomized version of a character. I feel like a newer Venom comic after King of Black have some really cool options for symbiotes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was just talking to my brother too. He was like, "What if they had a Dylan, right? Dylan, like that would be cool." Life Foundation symbiotes would be also be cool. Lasher, Phage, right? Yeah, yeah. I was thinking more classic, like yeah, Life Foundation, Lethal Protectors type of, but I just lean leaning more towards Scream. Lots of cool options for sure. Dylan, yeah, Dylan would be pretty cool. Or if they really wanted to do, what's Venom's name right now? He's just the new King of Black, right? So they could just do King of Black of Eddie Brock with Silver Surfer's axe and the Power Cosmic from the Enigma Force. Dude, Nick Fury just shreds as a rank 4. Look at this man. Okay, well I was okay. All right, you know I'm sorry I said anything, Shang-Chi. Screamer Toxin, I'd say, are most likely. Bedlam would be insane if they went the route. Yeah. I want unique symbiotes. That's another thing. Like, I want unique symbiotes. Yeah, Bedlam's the dino looking one. So many cool symbiotes. Alright, we should have a dialogue right here. Oh no, we don't? Wow, that's surprising. My drink is leaking, that's annoying. I need to do research. Yeah. He was in the Venom comics. When was it? It was like, was it before or after King of Black? It was around there. Meridius. I want that Venom so badly that I think it's too obscure to do. Kind of like Venom Overseer. Like a Venom Overseer, though, with the Surfboard Axe. Yeah. I actually kind of agree with that, yeah. Is Venomized Ghost Rider a thing? Yes. Yes and no. There is the... I forgot his name. Where he's the combination of, like, X-23, Red Hulk, Venom, or, well, Agent Venom, and... I forgot who it was. There's that one, and then there actually is a Venomized... Like, they made, like, variant covers of Venomized Ghost Rider. But I'm trying to think of the other. I thought there was one. Goodness, we need another Ghost Rider, but, like, with Kushala losing the Summoner's Choice, it's hard to like, be excited for another Ghost Rider when she lost. Ghost Rider Circle of 4. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. I always forget the name. Yeah, Circle of 4, that's what it is. Yeah, where it's Ghost Rider, X-23, Agent Venom, and Red Hulk. And then there's a 5th person mixed in there too, if I remember. Such a crazy comic. Such a crazy comic. Micro Chavez, let's get her. I wonder if he'll be fighting her differently with her buff. We'll see, we'll see. I don't like when she does heavies. It's annoying. It's annoying. Look at all that self-damage. Excuse me. Come on, girl, let's go. pushed me to my life model decoy. Hit you with a destroyer gun. Wow, 1%. That's annoying. There we go. There we go. Sleeper and Carson the Symbiote Killer for the next Symbiote event. Yeah. I've heard a lot of Sleeper. I've heard a lot of Sleeper. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. And another thing, too, is they rename... Like, with... I don't know if I'll do war. With the... Oh, there's the dialogue. With Emrock's destruction, they changed the map to have Emrock's locations across the Battle Realm, and they changed it to... We never got any information on the Symbiote House. So, I always thought... I was thinking about this recently, is like, Pirate Deadpool, right? Deadpool Supreme is probably going to be playable as a leader of his house. Vision, leader of the Ultron Network. Baron Guillotine, leader of hers. What if the what if the symbiote one is the leader of the symbiote house? In Emrock, they explained that the spider people found the symbiotes, like a war-torn New York of symbiotes taken over, but they didn't say anything else. So Dylan wouldn't be too over it. Secret Wars Deadpool. Do you just mean Venom Pool? That's the black and white Venom Pool. Vision with Phase. Yeah, eventually. Hopefully that happens. It's hard because we have two Visions, right? Three if you count Nameless. Alright, let's read the dialogue. Our tracking is being impacted by the absurdity of ISO 8 in the area. Have two possible paths, but how could we know which to follow? What if we follow the wrong one? You're overthinking this. There's two paths, 4 of us. Let's split into 2. Yes, of course, a suitable use of our numbers. Shall you and I join forces, Scott? A double Ant-Man team? I'm not exactly familiar with the route around here, and the summoner isn't big on chatting, so maybe I'll stick with my dad. How silly of me. That family element wasn't considered. Yes, the summoner and I shall go. He's so quick to oh, we're Ant-Mans. Let's buddy up. Semi-constant occasional will page you. We'll page you when we see something. Dad, lead the way. That's funny. Hilarious. Who knows? Who knew you could page? You could page someone in the Battle Realm. Funny enough, Captain Marvel and Nick Fury did page each other during that event, and even the loading screen during that event was the actual pager for Infinity War. But they could go the same route, as Shuri is just a dissociate Emrock from the playable champ. Yeah, that's true. They could. Well, I expected that, actually. I expected them to not do the Emrock one, because I was like, if they make one Baron playable, they're gonna want all the playable Barons. So I expected that. I just expected them to use the one that was already in the game during the endgame event. Hey, what's up, Fast Out Loud? How are you? We're just doing some dialogue, reading the dialogue and completing the event quest on Cavalier difficulty. Furious. Oh yeah, funny enough, Nick Fury vs. Captain Marvel. Literally what I was just talking about. Oh wow, I got hit in the face. That sucks. Alright, easy peasy. Speaking of CMM, yeah, exactly. Man, I want to get a Captain Marvel 2 trailer for the Super Bowl. I'm waiting for it. We know nothing on it. I know nothing on it. I literally know nothing about it. I want to know with that trailer, who's the villain? What is happening? It's crazy. Spider-Man. Does the spider want to come out to play? Alright, let's get Miles. Go to sleep. Honestly, I hope the lizard will be, as you said, in April, because that's my birthday, and even if it's not, I'll be happy with any spider pony. I was talking to Aiden, Egatron, and I think with the State of the Battle Round map, there's 3 spider villains coming this year, or beginning of next year. So at least we're getting 2. At most, we're getting 3. So it's definitely Lizard and Sandman, I think, are 100%. It's really the third one who I'm curious on, because I mean, you have Superior Spider-Man, which they kind of made a reference to in Zemo's kit. So I'm curious on who the other one is, because you have like Spider Slayer, you have Hobgoblin, who was in the Summoner's Choice but lost. He wasn't in the underdog vote. Yeah, Swarm, like lots of characters. If I get a Cosmic Fortified gem after I'm done with Karina's EOP, I'm taking my Captain Marvel 6-star to rank 5. Oh, congratulations. That is a great pick. Alright, we are finally at the boss. So let's record her dialogue real quick. Oh, an egg. Oh, hold on. I almost dropped my iPad. Yeah, egg. If you notice that Guillotine 29 is a boss in this thing, and how we were saying like where does Future Ant-Man fit on the map? Maybe this is the connection. Is this 29 connection? I think. Approaching the outer edge of the disturbances, Zane and the Summoner find a Pym remote lab under attack from the robotic forces as well as an oddly familiar foe. Summoner, feel free to correct me, but it appears to be Scott Lang and a demonic robot with a sword attacking a Pym site. Hey, future bug, you checking up on me? I told you we'll have all this smashed up in no time. Mr. Lang, where is Cassie? Is she in that suit of armor? You've never told me this is part of a plan. Cassie, who's that? You're not the guy who hired me. Are you actually... Scratch all that. I don't have time for answers. Intruder detected, defenses shall be deployed. Can it, Tin Can, and hired. I'm saying that we met moments ago. Cassie Lang is your daughter. We split up. So I don't have time for all that. I'm guessing we're both mistaken about each other. Is that... Guillotine, cut this imposter up and we'll see who it really is once we put the back together. What? Oh, is this... What? Who is that? Hank? That's interesting. I wonder why they're pairing up together. Oh, I just realized I'm not getting any prowess. That's fun. That's fun. There we go. Yeah, come on, do your SB2. You know you want to. Come on. Come on, girl. Oh. Will this kill her? Yes. Yes, it will. Hey, J-Man. So you like to read the story, too. Same. I really like Spider Supreme. There's some big cheese I've just done with him. Something pretty cool. Yeah, my whole channel is really on the story of the game, so I absolutely love it. I've been reading it since I started playing in 2015. There's some big cheese I've just done with him. Something pretty cool. Cool, man. If you want to... I can go to your channel, actually, and maybe if you have uploaded, I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. Alright, easy quest done. But you're putting more stock into Imposter Man than you should. But you're putting more stock into Imposter Man than you should. Okay. Interesting. Thoughts on Monica and Department H? She and the rest of the Ultimates were part of Alpha Flight led by Captain Marvel. So, my reason she's not there is because where you put Absorbing he obviously Gamma Flight. So, I would put her next to the actual Captain Marvels. Because really, it's the Captain Marvels and the Kree. So, either Hulkling goes there, which I don't think he does, or Monica Rambeau does. And I think Hulkling and Wiccan are just in the spot together, next to each other. And then the villains of the Marvel could... See, I'm curious on that, is like... I don't know if we'll get... Like, we don't even know the villain of the Marvels, too, at this point in the stage. Like it's hard. I don't think the villain is on the map, in my personal opinion, because this map came out in April of 2022, and yeah, I just don't know if he's even on the map. I could send it anywhere because it's really cool online. Discord, yeah, sure, you can send it on Discord or Twitter. Twitter would be the best. Absman is also in Department Nation, Titanium, Black Ice Mafia. Oh, so you meant the top, like the actual Alpha Flight member next to Sasquatch and Gladiator? Oh. When the Ultimates were part of Alpha Flight, led by Captain Marvel. Right, so you're talking about the space defense program that Captain Marvel led. Yeah. No, I think Titania's for sure with Doom. Absolutely. Titania isn't Black Ice Mafia. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was talking to Egatron literally like, literally yesterday, and we were thinking Spot goes in Black Ice Mafia because if you remember in the dialogue, Spot was helped by Martin Lee by Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative's in the Black Ice Mafia, and Spot's never been a Sinister Six member, so it kind of makes sense. Him with Red Goblin, Patriot, Iron Patriot, and it would make sense. If Purple's in the near future, it could be him. Oh man, dude, I got so many comments when I said, or so many like kind of backlash comments when I said Purple Man is not in the Jessica Jones synergy. Like people were actually mad at me that I didn't predict him, and I was like, guys, it's just a reference. Like I'm sorry, but yeah, I just found that funny. All right, what's the easy path? Easy path is Emma, Guardian, Misty, Ghost, 2099, and Sabertooth. All right, all easy, fair enough. Tech Champions. Who's the boss again? Who is the boss? Mr. Ant-Man himself. Okay. Is there any counters I need for him? Excuse me. I wonder if there's any counters I need for him. Ooh, I don't know how to play a mecha, so I'm not going to bring her. Shruggers, people who shrug off debuffs. Oh. Would Ghost be good, or should I just bring in someone who shrugs off debuffs? Who does she have synergy with? Yeah, okay, right. AI Uprising. Just like our world. Ghost would not be good, I believe. Okay, well, thank you for the tip. I guess maybe Crossbones. Alright. We'll try that. I don't see Ant-Man being too much of a problem. Yeah, we'll go with that. Because, he'll block. Oh, the defender. Oh, that's why, because he gains power. And unsteady debuff, and then Glad Fences glances an attack. The damage is reflected on the attacker. Damn. When the attacker oh, it's no retreat. Okay, I'm here. Force, without going into details, I had an idea what would happen in July 2024, the premiere of Thunderbolts. We could get, here I have two options, movie and comic characters. Beetle, Alice, John Walker, Yelena Belova, Citizen V, or Songbird. Those are great options, actually. Yeah, interesting enough you say that, is we have a Patriot Garrison spot on the map, which I kind of think is U.S. Agent already. And I'm curious on if they're saving him for the Thunderbolts movie or Captain America 4, or in what they're planning. But, yeah, all those are great. Beetle, Atlas, U.S. Agent, Yelena. The Yelena I'd be curious on because we already have how many Black Widows now? Yeah, Black Widow, classic, right? Black Widow Clairvoyant. I guess Italis is unplayable. Oh, sweet, I just saw you on Twitter. You sent me the link. Him versus Super Skrull. Dude, that's a cool clip. Spidey Supreme is pretty sick, man. I was one of the only people, actually, really, to predict him like a year before he came out. It's pretty awesome. 3 Black Widows, yeah. Yeah, I was getting confused because in Black Widow, right now she has a comic outfit, but in her character art, her concept art, she wears the Captain America Winter Soldier outfit, which is funny. And then for promotional material, they zipped up her outfit to remove her cleavage. So that's why I was thinking there's an extra one. Not the whole video because it would be almost all of it, yeah. Yeah, I want Songbird. Songbird I think is cool. U.S. Agent, since he kind of already fits the map, we can maybe take him out of this. Citizen V would be pretty cool. But Beetle also is kind of cool too. And Alice. Yeah, pretty interesting. Alright, let me record this real quick and then we'll get back into it. There we go. Yeah, that's a cool clip. That's in, what is that Super Scroll from? Is that from the Thronebreaker, or what do you think we could get Onslaught? Oh yeah, and Legion also, if he's not paired with a Shadow King or B-Ray Bell, Onslaught would be cool too. I just said that the other day, and you made me think of it. When do I think we'll get Onslaught? I think I kind of don't want to see him as a playable character. I want to see him as a full-on boss of the game, like as an NPC and even a raid boss. Once they start doing the Galactus raid boss, I think he would be really cool. So probably earliest next year, but if not, planned in the future. How's the stream been going? Interesting dialogue? Yeah, there's interesting dialogue for sure. They mentioned the Galactus Horde. Right now, Ant-Man, they kind of made an error with Ant-Man. They said he's from the wrong time. But besides that, they're referencing his comics pretty spot on. In the confusion of the fight, remaining Guillotine 29 drones. If you don't know the story on that, basically Mephisto, in the time in a timeline, basically gives Le Fleur de Mal and splits it among an army of guillotine robots, and that's where the guillotine. One of the guillotines switched souls with Hassan, who is in Morningstar's body, and she became Guillotine 2099. So fun lore there. Do you think Spectrum would ever be added? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like literally this July, Spectrum, Monica Rambeau. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't like Monica Rambeau's nicknames because every year Marvel changes it back and forth. 2020, Spectrum. 2021, Photon. 2022 is Spectrum. And I don't even know what they're doing right now, but it's getting annoying. Like, just pick a nickname and stick with it. I hate calling her one thing and being told I'm wrong, and then next year it is right. Like, it's so annoying. Like, I think with Cassie being called just Cassie Lang, I think Monica's going to be the same thing, where they're just going to call her Monica Rambeau. Absolutely. I'm baffled, Sumler. Truly baffled. Firstly, Scott Lang is not a flawless hero that I had heard tales of. Secondly, why would he pretend not to know me or attack his daughter? Or his daughter and attack us. Thirdly, why would he need to break into a lab? He had full access to her. None of this makes sense. Zane, thank God, you have to come here. They have Cassie. The senseless continues. Summoner. Wait, what? Come back. Alright, Emma Frost. Although Songbird would be more suited to White Tiger, because after all, he... Wait, what? He was in Avengers Academy. Although Songbird would be more suited to White Tiger, because after all, he was in... Are we thinking about the same Songbird? I thought Songbird was a chick. She okay. I was gonna say, I was like, is there a dude songbird out there that I didn't know? Um, More suited to white tiger. Like, do you mean like suited as in to come with white tiger, or do you mean like what do you mean? Songbird's pretty cool. I think with Spider-Punk obviously now being outside the vote, losing, she and Dazzler could be one of the first Sonic actual characters to introduce a Sonic mechanic. And we had Kabam Spinks on the podcast when she was at Kabam, and she wrote, when you join Kabam, you kind of have to do kind of like a thing where you're like, hey, I make this whole presentation on this character coming to the game. And for Spinks, she did it on Songbird, and I really want Songbird. Kabam need to give us a State of the Battle Realm update? Yes. I'm assuming in April there's going to be it, because that'll be 1 year since the previous one. For 3 years in a row, we got it on January 1st. But this year, we didn't. We got the roadmap. So, I'm hoping April, since the last one came out in April, it'll be in April. Though I'm curious on how they're going to update it this time with Gabriel Fazera. He used to do the map. He said he sent over the Photoshop file, so I assume they have something planned. Oh yeah, I could build up Guillotine 2099. Oh, you know, see how terrible I am with Guillotine 2099? Building her up. I have to end with an SP3, and the SP3 does like, what, 6% of a person's damage no matter what? Okay. It's been so long. April's too far away? I mean, it's 2 months. That's when my college semester ends, is in April. Oh yeah, inverse controls. Ugh, see, this is why I suck. Wait, how can Aroa be mind controlled? Ain't that weird? Yeah, I hope they have something planned in April, because it'd be a shame to not do it. Yeah, I know I'm stuck at bad. I might just restart, to be honest. Yeah, I'm curious on how they update it. It'd be pretty interesting. I got asked if DC Ravi of Heroes is a real game. Really. Dude, the freaking Dark Side, the one that you did, oh my goodness, man. It was beautiful. I think that's probably the best one you've done so far, is the Dark Side one. Like, it just looks so spot on. So spot on. Let's try again. And not mess up this time. What? Screen Geek. Fear of right-wing nuts led to Marvel miniseries being cancelled. What? It appears Luke Cage City of Fear used real-world examples of police brutality, such as George Floyd incident, to draw inspiration from, in fact, the actual premise of the comic run, described as following. What would happen if the mother of George Floyd hired Luke Cage to protect Derek Chauvin, her son's murderer? Interesting. Yeah, maybe it did get canceled for a reason. That is really weird. It was literally just T-Rex and Thanos combined, but it looks so good, man. It looks so good. Bless you, homie. I appreciate it. I like when comics, like, when they bring, like, if they bring in, like, real-world events, you gotta do it right. You gotta do it right, I think, is, like, you can't, like, do it in a weird way where it's like someone who's writing doesn't really care that much, so they make this weird story. It just never works. Like, if you gotta have someone who actually believes and making it work. Those are some of my favorite storytelling. It's when you bring real world problems in and you do a good job at it. But yeah, dude, Dark Side, so good. Dark Side. Yeah, I kind of sucked at Guillotine. To be honest, I might just do Warlock. Best champ for the bosses in the event quest. Spider-Ham for Juggernaut. Everyone else you don't really need a counter for. I used Magneto for Gage in 2099. For this one, I'm using Crossbones because he's going to shrug off Ant-Man's debuffs that he's doing. Inverse controls, man, gets me every time. Oh, you little loser. Gate 29 has region for a reason. Dude, I'm just scrubbing today, man. I always play like absolutely terrible on stream, so it's alright. It's alright. I just play bad on stream. I swear I'm not bad in real life. For Cassie, I love Black Cat. For Future Ant-Man, I love Juggernaut. The Venompool would be a good one for him. So I don't have a Black Cat. I mean, I do as a 5-star. Rank 1. But how about the original Ant-Man in part 2? Well, I'm in that quest right now. So Aiden said a Shrug-Off champion. So I'm using Crossbones. Valkyrie solo. I just got my Valkyrie. But she's still at rank 1. Oh, excuse me. This doesn't kill her. I'm just doing Cavalier, so there's no actual nodes besides like the tech nodes. See, I'm not a scrub, okay? I'm not a scrub. Guardian. I'm not even sure who'd be the best for that, to be honest. Because he, if I remember correctly... Okay, well, I was thinking something. Let's read. Honestly, I wish Thanos buff, if any, had to do with the Infinity Stones charges for mind control. So, the playable Thanos we have in the game does not have Infinity Stones. And nor does the MCU Infinity or comic or MCU Infinity Stones are in the game, except for the Power Stone. That's the only exception, and that's the champion who has it. And I forgot what happened to it, but Titania had it for like a tiny bit, and when she came to the game, just like she did in the comics. But that's the only one, so that's why. Oh, I didn't know they took those nodes out of cab difficulty. Yeah, it's just the tech advantage. That's all it is. Yeah, Thorn Retrieval is basically just higher attack HP. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cavalier is so easy right now. It's like, I don't know, kind of laughable. Like I just like last month I just like ran through it super fast. I'm only taking so long since I'm talking. Since I'm talking and having a good time. Bing bong. Gotcha. In the last phase where all the stars are active and all buffs are active for 1 minute. Oh goodness. If they gave us like if they actually gave us the Infinity Stone Thanos, because there's 3 there's 3 versions of them. The first one and then the second version and then Nameless Thanos. That'd be kinda cool. Or an MCU version, that'd be pretty cool. People are upset when we didn't get him. Kind of annoying to be honest. Doesn't the fights take longer without the node, or did they need the health pulls on Cav? Without the nodes, or did they need the health pulls and Cavs are pretty fast, so it doesn't. It's just I don't know. It's fine for me. I think at least. We did have the one Avenged Storm. They got Infinity Stones up everybody. Oh yeah, no, never, yeah, you're right. My bad. You are right. Yeah, so we had that that basically that side quest where we got the Infinity Stones, and then you could add them to the Avengers. Like Captain America was pretty good. Yeah, so we do have those stones. But I think I don't remember what happened to them. Something happened to them, like the lore wise they explained it. But yeah, that was a cool event. And you got like a profile. There's profile pics of them. Oh really? I didn't dex it. That kind of sucks. Come on, Misty Knight. There you go, you're dead. Yeah, Capo G was quite insane for that one. Nerf, no, not need law, stupid autocorrect. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, the health pulls are like way easier for Cav now. You can just run through it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dr. Octopus. I'm just gonna get Warlock. I missed those 3-month long. Dude, those are so cool, man. When's the last time we had like? Was it really Endgame where we had like a 2-month connected event? Like, I think it'd be so cool. For sure, it would be so cool. There you go. You're dead. I don't count reliquary giving scrap. Yeah, that was the last one. I don't count reliquary giving scrap. Oh, yeah. Two more fights and we're done with this quest. Moving on to chapter 3 after. Yeah, hopefully there's a lot planned. I want this Galactus. I know we're probably finishing the Galactus storyline this year, and I'm really curious on how that raid is gonna work for Galactus. And we're also having it's so weird because we're having Galactus storyline happening, but then we're also having the Chronos Serpent storyline with his Ouroboros agents in Act 8. So it's kind of interesting on how they're gonna wrap those stories up, and hopefully the next storyline will have those crossover events back to back. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, so she has her 100 hit her hits in. Not sure who would be the best for Spider-Man 29. Oh, do you know I picked that up, the Aegon that returned to the store? Oh, cool. That's awesome. That's I run the first Aegon pick that got released. I love it. I used to run the collector one when it came out first, and then the Aegon came out. I was like, dude, I'm keeping this. And especially now that Gabriel Fazera left Kabam, and obviously he put himself in Aegon because he's left-handed. So I think it's really cool. Take a little homage to him. I bought the Gallon one too, but I like the Aegon one better. Aegon best champion. At least my favorite. God, I'm so cool Miguel came to the game. I just went to Wire, and I feel like in Silk, I probably have my favorite Spider-Mans in the game now. I'm withered. Oh no. Now I'm ruptured. That's fun. No, I parried. No. Dude, die, Miguel. Come on. Hurry up and die. There we go. I don't know, Gabe is left-handed. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. You know, I found out that a lot of Mesoamericans were left-handed. I had no idea. Which is crazy, because my mom's side family comes from Panama, and my grandmother was left-handed, and they would slap her in school for being left-handed, and that's why she doesn't write with her left anymore. It's crazy. And my mom is left-handed as well. It's kind of interesting. Hey, right now, because I'm browsing Twitter and I see that Musk posted such an entry, and it has about 220,000 likes. How? I guess I'll do that myself and see what happens. Good luck trying. You're technically the only person who responds to my responses. Thanks for that. Hey, you're welcome. I try to read every chat. If I missed it, let me know. I'll go back. Read smaller scale MCOC concentrators, the best ones, to be honest. Yeah, I absolutely make it my mission to read everything and try to interact. And even if you come on my channel right now, I'll get back to, unless it's super negative, I will always respond to you. There are some really negative comments that I'll just leave up on there. All right, I'm gonna record this real quick and we'll get back to it. Just remember, Chameleon was teased in the Craven's motion comic, potentially April. Well, so, it wasn't just Chameleon. It was Chameleon, it was Hobgoblin, it was Sandman, it was Hydro Man, it was Spider Slayer. I'm trying to think of who else. The Jackal, Ben Reilly. There was a lot of Spider-Man villains. Lizard was not one of them. But Kabam Gabe did say Lizard almost won the game instead of Scorpion last year. So I think he's still on the table. When we had Kabam on the podcast, he talked about Sandman would kind of be in the works. But Hobgoblin wasn't in the Summoner's Choice underdog vote, so that's a possibility as well. Prowler was in the underdog vote, so it cannot be him, so sorry about that. I don't know how I feel about Chasm. Yeah, I don't either. Hopefully it's not Chasm. It's not gonna be Gold Goblin, thankfully. Yeah. So many universes interact with this multi. Oh, stop. Are there multiple quantum realms here as well? It kind of gets complex on that point. In terms of the amount, seamlessly endless, but locations seem to be fairly stable, on occasion a bit out of phase, but rarely duplicated. So far, every good there is an evil. Yes, we found that out in America Chavez's event, and it's been a thing, a recurring thing. For every action, a reaction. Yeah, there you go. One of the many physics laws. Sometimes a few good versions, often folks I've never seen or heard of before. It's like the actual summoners. And sometimes alien goo just grabs onto somebody and makes a whole big ugly thing. Venom the Duck, Symbius Supreme. The last one happened to a duck once. Yeah, exactly, Venom the Duck. Though, if you watch the Mojo comic, it's Symbius Supreme summoning Howard and then combining him with like, mystically combining them. So, I see how have you encountered your evil Ant-Man clone before this? Not that I can recall, but anti-Ant-Man, I'm proud of that. Didn't seem to be working alone. There's a lot of villains around these parts, so you'll need to remember that. Wait, I got a ping of Cassie Cons. Okay, so it's just like the America Chavez event where there's an evil America and an evil Hercules. Okay, that makes sense. Would have been cool if it was Pym, or like an evil Pym, because that is Pym's suit, but, you know, it is what it is. Symbius Supreme is still one of my longtime favorites. He's really cool. My only complaint with him is that they went with Doctor Strange's design instead of Defender Strange's design, the one we never got playable, and that just would have been the coolest thing ever to tie together. But it's a minuscule detail, especially since they showed him in mroc. But he's still pretty damn cool, and they even inspired Nighthawk to have the Eye of Agamotto and a symbiote, and he looked just like him, so it was pretty interesting. It was super interesting. Alright, Dr. Octopus or Hulkbuster? I'm gonna go Hulkbuster. I like Hulkbuster. Oh, what? I thought I would heavy cancel that. Weird. Okay, weird, dog. Come on. I forgot his reach is really bad sometimes. There we go. Alright. One last boss fight for Chapter 2. Ant-Man himself. Alright, I'm going to unplug so I can record the dialogue and we'll get right back at it. Why is there no signal? What the hell? How about Regent? Regent? Oh, the HDMI got unplugged, that's why. I was wondering why it wasn't showing. That's an easy one. Oh, this is Regent. Okay, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, Regent's pretty cool. He has one of my favorite powers, power mimicry. Just some of the coolest powers ever. But I think he's too obscure. I know didn't he recently just return? I think I saw a comic of him returning. Or was his last appearance in Secret Empire? Really? But he has. I thought he made a recent return. Okay, maybe there's someone else. But yeah, I remember he was in the story with MJ as Iron Spider. I swear he just made a return. Am I? Maybe it's just me seeing Alec Ross's art. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, probably too obscure to be honest. All right. Anyways, that's far enough. You anti-mockeries. See, not me. The multiverse can't live with it. Can't escape it due to the cosmic energy I haven't. Where's Cassie? You mini menace. I keep getting that. I keep getting asked that. I don't know who that is. I just came here because I was tracking some Pym particles. I'm low on them, so hand them over. Why do you not just request more from the labs where you were issued your suit? Issued? I stole this. I just like I'm going to steal what I need from you. Stole it, you fiend. He's truly evil version of you, Scott. Actually, we both forget it. Obviously, he stole the suit. If you watch Ant-Man, then we can try and track down Cassie. That's funny. All right. I'm gonna save X-Bones. So I'm gonna try everyone else first. Hopefully I can chip in as much damage as I can before I die. Why glance? Why? Why glance? Come on, do your stupid ant punch. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Damn, look how much I'm healing. Goodness. I mean, it's not going to matter much because I'm not doing that much damage because he's glancing. Hey, we did fine. We did fine. You gotta full combo him all the time, or else. Oh, you had a full combo. Okay. So that's 7-day account ban for that. That's funny. Full combos. Okay, that makes sense. Cool, cool, cool. We'll do full. Man. That makes sense. Full combos. Okay. I'm dead. Alright, that's fine. X1's your time to shine. Alright, now do your SP2, my good friend. Come on, Scott. And you're not dead yet. Okay. And there we go. Hey, first try. That's a lefty solo right there. Alright. Easy peasy. Now we're on chapter 3. Let's see what other fun lore surprises they have. Oh, they have a 5-star. I got this ultimate Green Goblin. That'd be interesting. But to be honest, we have too many Norman Osborns in the game. Too many. We have 3 of them. We have 3 of them. We have too many. Too many. Aiden, who did you say who's the best counter for Mrs. Cassie Lang? I'm curious on who's the best counter for her. I guess I could just look up Sarge's guide. I need to start doing that more. You're gonna like the last chapter dialogue. Sweet. My brother actually told me it. Not all of it, just like a one-liner from it. Cosmic Champions. Okay. Nebula, Icarus, Abomination, Deadpool, and Thor Rags, and Ultron. Doesn't seem too bad. And of course, Cassie as the boss. Oh, I used Black Cat and rolled her. Evade counters are nice. Might be like one who can shrug as well. Evade counters, okay. So probably Nick Fury and somebody else. The old Sarge. Magneto's great if she's metal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If she's metal? Oh, I can actually check. Let's check if she's #metal. She's not on. Yeah, that's right. She's not actually on here yet. I feel like Nick Fury would be fine. Bring in Nick Fury. I don't feel like that would be a problem. Angela, no. Cosmic Ghost Rider, not too Hercules. Alright, let me record it real quick and then be on our way. Yeah, you know what's funny? Actually, hold on. I can do this real quick. Incinerate, poison, incinerate, immune, unblockable, regenerates huge corner damage. Up to that would be amazing in my opinion. For who? For Ultimate Green Goblin. Yeah, I was like, where's the metal button? Yeah, Ammon is metal. But I don't know if Cassie was. Anyways, as you can see, there's a lot of weirdness going on here. It'd be a real chore looking after of it. Chore or not, there is responsibility. Kind of like the tease they set for February. Like, it was supposed to be about family and responsibility. I'm attempting to rewrite time itself to safeguard and protect the legacy and creation of Dr. Henry Pym. Ugh, it seems weird reading as Henry Pym. As tarnished a legacy as that may be. Why is his legacy tarnished? Because of Ultron and the... Actually, I can't. I can't. No, it's past. It's a pass. I'll help separate anyway, so telling you serves no. Ultron and the what? Once we aren't focused on saving my daughter and this whole realm from devious doubles, trust that I'm going to circle around to that. Speaking on which, the signal from her communication device is growing closer. Shall we proceed? Interesting. Interesting. I was actually kind of surprised that Ultron wasn't a boss. I was surprised they went with the guillotine route. But maybe that guillotine 29 event, like I said, maybe it connects them to the state of battle around map. Oh yeah, Hercules is about to wreck some shit up. My music stopped, by the way. I don't know why. Oh, because I already went through it all. Wow, that's fast. Wow, that's fast. Let's see if this is safe for copyright. Okay, perfect. Oh, I thought I dexed. Whatever. I got the knockdown, so... Easy peasy. And flame charge. Yeah, he'd be cool because he like spits fire and huge, and yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, he's not my pick, but you know, if we're gonna get a Green Goblin variant, I like that over Golden Goblin, in my opinion. Golden Goblin looks ass. Yeah, not a big fan of it. As a team locates a sprawling Pym storage facility. Cassie, we're busting in there now. Breaking open the door, the group are shocked to see a gathering of duplicate Ant-Man under attack. Kind of like Quantumania. From a giant enraged Cassie Lang, your daughter is most capable. We did alright with that one, all things considered. Cassie, you need some help? Stay back. Anyone who comes close to me is getting a giant-sized boot up there. That's pretty funny. I understand this must all be upsetting, but you must calm down. Calm down, calm down. I've been attacked by robots, clones of my dad for the last half hour. You stay calm about that. Never tell someone to calm down when they're just upset, Zane. That's just a pro tip, but we do have to figure this out. Fast you need a 5-hit combo. Oops, your life stream is behind. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. Appreciate it, though. It's fine design for a character, but it doesn't look like a goblin at all. Yeah. I wish they would start, I wish they would stop, like, I don't know, reinventing Green Goblin. Like, this dude has had, we already have, like, we have Iron Patriot in the game. We have Red Goblin in the game. Like, I just don't want another one. And I get it, he's trying to be a hero, you know, we had Superior Spider-Man, he got a hero. Dr. Ock getting a hero run. Like, I don't know. If Norman Osborn needs it. Come on, boy. They're special. And good night, Icarus. Dude, I cannot wait till we get Black Knight, man. Black Knight, I need him, man. I need him so bad. Ooh, Abomination! He's gonna be, I mean... Probably would go, Oh, I didn't make the click Abomination's powers, what the hell? Yeah, so I guess I would just go Angela. I'm gonna stay with my first pick of the Kindred as one of the April champs, and yeah. Yeah, because Kindred was in the Sinister War. Yeah, I mean, so was Sandman and Lizard, and Superior Spider-Man was shown in the other photo for the Spider-Verse crossover. Yeah, and I probably I don't know if I'll make a video on it, but I did actually look at all of the the actual in-game, like the actual comics, and look them up. Like, they used Spider-Man 0, Spider-Verse, and then Sinister War was the 3 Spider-Verse images for April. And so far, they've shown exactly every single character that was in one photo has made it to the game. Except for Cassie, they just talked about her, but she was the most obvious character coming to the game this year. Fits in the Illuminati synergy. Yeah. Because what, Kindred's Harry, right? It's such a weird one. It's weird because, realistically, I find this weird, though, right? Harry and Silk are technically never said to be classmates of Jessica. It's only ever said that Flash and Spider-Man were the only ones to be specifically her classmates. Like, I don't know, I find it a little weird. Like Sandman, like saying, "Oh, I want my diploma," in the same story that makes her want to be a hero before, that makes her want to be a hero is cool. It kind of makes sense to be this energy, but I don't know. This reminds me, I gotta do something for Lizard before he gets added in a few months since it's 100% confirmed. Yeah, it makes the most sense. I mean, like, literally Kabam saying, we almost added him last year. To me, that screams, oh, that if they didn't add him then, they're going to add him next. And if there's possibly 3 Spider-Verse villains coming to the game, it's got to be Lizard. Be Lizard and Sandman. It's just the third person, which, yeah, could be Kindred, could be Superior Spider-Man, could be Hobgoblin, you know, whoever else was teased. Hobgoblin's been mentioned like 3 times, but I don't think it's an actual tease. We will see, though. May throw a curveball with Agent Anti-Venom as a symbiote champion. I hope not. I'm kind of tired of variants, to be honest. But it would be. I wouldn't hate it. Like, I don't really hate any champion. Good night, Deadpool. If it's not Lizard, I'll only take Hobgoblin as a replacement. If they both get added, I'll explode. There's a possibility of that for sure. Hobgoblin. Dude, if they do a motion comic and they get actual Mark Hamill to to continue his Hobgoblin from the animated series, that would be just chef's kiss, man. Oh my goodness. I told Kabam, I literally said, if you guys read Hobgoblin, you need to get Mark Hamill to the motion comic. But that was back when he was actually mentioned in the Spider-Man 29 event. Alright. Alrighty. Hercules versus Thor. Wait, that was Mark Hamill? Yeah, it was Mark Hamill. Ooh, jumped on medium. And you're dead. Just Ultron left. Easy peasy. Oh, get another lore. Let's unplug, record real quick. Yeah, and it's not like we haven't seen armies of certain variants. Like, I think we've seen several, in fact. So it's kind of funny, but I just think it's funny that the Quantum Mania is using the Ant-Man variants in a similar fashion. As team locate the sprawling Pym store. Oh, this is the previous ones. Zane and Scott discuss their option while angry giant Cassie Lang continues to rid the area of Ant-Man doubles. Is that many ant-based multiverse echoes of common effect in the battle realm? There's at least one bug-based multiverse worth nothing, but usually it's more wall crawly. That's funny. That's funny. With how many Spider-Man variants there are, that's hilarious. Have her go over her battle realm intuition. What did you first tell her about multiverse and its dangers? I may have skipped that part and gotten right into telling her stories of my adventures. In the future, it would be wise to run some sort of briefing before releasing unsuspecting souls into this calamity. I'll add to that agenda. I just need to think of how I can show that. I've got to keep her busy. She's already busy throwing Ant-Man around the room while we have this chat, but we'll see what I can do to prolong that. That's funny. Them calling out they have too many Spider-Man. Sandman's model being designed already has got to be a myth at this point. Not necessarily. There are some characters that Kabam have said like they started that they started and got put on the back burner. Like, in fact, like Kabam, like when I interviewed Gabe, he mentioned like Adam Warlock just not like getting something going and then saying, "Oh, we don't have the right event for him." That doesn't mean like that was just an idea. That could have been they already did stuff for him. Though they're probably gonna go with the MCU design, so maybe they'll just keep that kit because they always model first. So it's always an interesting one. Like for Spiral, they specifically said they had problems of rigging her model. Spiral never came to the game because they had 6 arms to deal with, and that's too much to like interlac and whatnot. So that means they made a model for her. So there are certain things, and Phantom X I'm sure had a model or had concept art and maybe a model too. So it just depends. Or maybe that's everyone just mishearing what Gabe said, or maybe he said something just to tease us. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe the game's engine, like all those sand particles have to really keep the game. With all its bugs right now, maybe it couldn't work back then, and they stopped the project. Because that's literally the same. That's the first time when we had him on the podcast. That's when everything broke. So maybe that's why. Who knows? Who knows what could ban themselves? Okay, buddy. I forgot. I'm sorry. Go to sleep. Oh, damn, I can hear its Hamill now. Crazy how I never picked up on that. Yeah, when I first watched it, like, watching reruns as a kid, I never noticed it. But when I rewatched, I was like, holy shit, that's Mark Hamill. What the hell? I did not remember that. Big Brain adds Spiral, but have her crossing 2 pairs of arms the whole time. Oh, that's hilarious. Like, she's basically, like, this taunting you the whole time. She's like, I can do this fight with 2 hands. Like, and then have my other hand, like, one pair tied behind her back and the other crossing. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, we have the Mojoverse character coming, so, it's either her or Shatterstar. I think it's probably going to be more Shatterstar, just that's what I expect, but I hope for Spiral. Especially Corey Gunn's, his favorite character being Spiral. I always want people's favorite characters to come to the game. Only a matter of time before I get my own. Only a matter of time. Alright. I was hoping that would actually... Damn. Someone asked me what I wanted for... I forgot. Someone... Ugh. Okay. That's what I wanted for dinner. Then add something to her kit where she uses different pairs of arms for different parts of her kit. It's that easy, Kabam. Kabam, we're adding her now. I mean, at this point, if DLL said he's working, or he's at this point where they're talking about a champion being announced in July, then absolutely Spiral if she's being released in June, could already have been finished by now. It makes sense that Kabam doesn't want to do... actually, let me read Max's first. I don't get why I released Scorpion, Spot, and Kraven before Sandman if he's been designed early. Any of those could easily have been replaced by Sandman. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just unhappy. It was also, too, is like, some champions do get delayed, and they're unhappy with. Shang-Chi, I think, was another reason, is like, Kabam said they were doing Shang-Chi, but with the movie's release and the comic release, like, he was someone that they already... I don't know if they worked on it before then, but there's some characters are like that. Isn't it why Mystique isn't in it? Yeah, Mystique is actually the same way. They probably have a model for her, but they can't. They basically the game engines can't handle her. Like, right, if you're playing a character, right, you have a model, and you have that model versus another model. But then if you have one model who can turn into any other model, you have to load that model, each model, into that fight, and it's crashing the game. Mystique is in the game though. Yeah, Kabam Mike did say that one of these days we'll find a character and that person's actually Mystique. It makes sense that Kabam doesn't want to do those characters that they feel like they can't do proper justice. Yeah. There is a character. I don't know why I don't remember. There was a character that they just delayed. And I don't remember who it was. I don't know if I don't remember who it was. Like, realistically, the Fantastic Four were talked about to be joined the first year of the game, but they couldn't do it the first year of the game. So they all released in 2019. So I think them is who I'm thinking of, but I can't remember for sure. Because Namor was a technological advancement of having his water work for the first time. Kind of the same thing with Ghost Rider, the first person to have fire in the game, next to Phoenix. But yeah, I was trying to think of who actually got delayed and worked on. Anyways, Cassie, if I may call you Cassie, you've done a fantastic job clearing this place. This all happened. I was actually wanting to call for help, if you remember. Help, or were you luring us onto a trap? You have those nano ants, right? They make stuff like Pym suits that looks like my dad's. As soon as they could craft a rough copy, given data and time, might be able to craft man within them. None of these guys took their helmets off, and they moved all robotically. Oh, interesting. Now, if you've sent my dad away, if that even was my dad, yes, I can see how this seems strange, and I sympathize with you, even applaud your understandable caution. I think it's going to be easier to answer that if you're not posing a threat. I'm done with these doubles. It looks like there's a future Ant-Man to knock out. Well, we could debate what the ideal battlefield for a summoner. Careful help would be appreciated. Remember, she's a friend. At least he's nice about it. All right. Tall stature. That's a cool buff to add to her. Okay, I'm just gonna rush him with Hercules. See how this goes. Cassie's such a cool character. I'm actually glad she actually grows big. I've read some testing, if you've seen with Cassie, right, where she grows big on accident if you do stuff. And Ant-Man actually used to do the same thing, so it's actually kind of funny. Damn, that was cool. Yay, a little same Ant-Man special one. Pretty nice. Oh, that's cool. Look how big she is. She can grow. You can grow even bigger, Cassie. Look at her. Oh, that wasn't smart. Damn. Realistically, she'd be breaking the roof of the necropolis of Wakanda. Like, just realistically. Yeah, even her winning animation is just like Ant-Man's. That's cool. I actually haven't seen that yet. So yeah, that was cool though. I mean, I easily could have soloed that fight. God, Hercules is such a cheat code. Such a cheat code. Boing. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, run into my heavy. This isn't the champ predictions, Jay. You're actually able to miss in this fight. That's funny. That's funny. Ants go marching. Yeah, I was actually talking about. Someone asked me like how what's your streak? And I was like, since I actually started predicting like like when I first started making this content, like on the channel, I made like one of my first videos as a State of the Battle Realm, and in those videos, I've noticed that I've actually gotten one champion right about like for 2 years now. Like it's kind of insane, at least one champion right. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's see who we got going on for the final quest. The final quest, the Mystic Quest. We got Ronan. We got Jane Foster. We have Omega Red. Mole Man. Howard the Duck. Gore, really. Excuse me. Wait, is that the right quest? No, it's not the right quest. Wait, what? Oh, I can just go down. So it's Phoenix, Taskmaster, Dr. Voodoo, Archangel, Shuri, and Groot. Okay. Ugh, I don't know about that Shuri one, but everyone else seems fine. And who was the best for future Ant-Man? Was it Magneto? I think Aiden, you said someone else. Who was it that you said? And yeah, we're on this final quest, so we'll probably end the stream. I mean, we've been going for, wow, 2.5 hours. Man, time just flies by when you're streaming. That's fine. Future Ant-Man love Juggernaut. Juggernaut is who you use, right? Okay. It's just XL Cosmics, though. Really? XL Cosmics? I like Juggernaut. I'd suggest XL Cosmics, though. Magneto does work, if I recall correctly. Do I want to gamble and bring him, or do I want to bring an XL Cosmic? Who's XL again? Cole Obsidian, of course. But I'm trying to think. I am trying to think. Who was an XL Cosmic? That's what? Cole, Groot, King Groot, Venom, and Venom Pool. I have a rank 2 Venom Pool and a rank 2 Juggernaut. King Groot time. I wish. I freaking I awakened him after so long, but I have not got the chance to rank 2 him, so he's not exactly where I want him. I'll bring Venom Pool though. Or who do you think would be better, Venom Pool or King Groot? I feel like Venom Pool just because he's ranked 2. Yeah, plus higher PI. Diablo, Doctor Doom, long shot. Nah, I don't know if maybe Magic, maybe Juggernaut. I like playing Juggernaut. Juggernaut's cool. Venom Pool, in my opinion. Okay. Dialogue time. Let's record real quick. There's a no that plays a Debo, so annoying to build Furies with King Groot. I mean, oh, okay. King Groot, I'm really biased. I know you love King Groot. For my senior exhibit, I have to show my ideas to my assigned professor, and I put you and Raphael as like confirmed to be on board to make a poster. So I shared your art of Aegon versus Collector and King Groot. So that was pretty cool. And you're like tiny King Groot, like mango kind of thing, if you know what I'm talking about. So it was pretty cool to share that. Alright, let's read it. Cassie, I'm back. I just had to grab my summoner. Did you find my daughter? Really? Not cool. It's fine, it's fine. I just got a bit overwhelmed here. Help me back on track. What do you have here? Scott hands over the crumpled photo of a young Cassie and himself posing in front of an absurdly giant ice cream sundae the size of a minivan. I keep this photo in my locker. It reminds me of what's important, though I'd prove I'm well. Me ease your mind. Oh, I remember that weekend. The ants had better time than we did when the stuff started melting. I love it, though. And I love you, Dad. I love you, Peanut. That memory was priceless. Unlike the damage deposit, I'm never getting back for doing it. So what's next? That's funny. We are out of clues, out of leads, out of luck in terms of figuring out who's behind all this. I'm open to suggestions. Every enemy encounter has been leading up further and further from the lab we started in. What if that's on purpose? Oh, what if? Distraction, diversion, delay, all deadly combinations. We're sure nowhere near where we should be. Cassian, you're a genius. Thanks. I had some good teachers in being sneaky. Now it's coming back to this. That's fine. Oh, word. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 3 artists. I've asked you and Raphael, and so I'm working on the 3rd person. I asked someone, but haven't gotten a response yet. So I'll wait a week. But I'm gonna have a progressor check in like a week from now. So I'm gonna finish MK. No, it's gonna be. It's basically my thing is I'm basically doing a creative director project where I'm writing a story and writing 2 characters, and within 4 posters I want to explain. I want to show a story, a story, and so I'm assigning 3 posters, 1 to each artist, and I'm doing the other one myself. I don't think MG would be the best for this because I want it to be an illustrator project, like a comic poster. So I haven't asked him actually, because I was kind of leaning it more to illustrators. But we will see. Yeah, and then I'm gonna take those 4 posters and then put them in a comic book itself, and then explain it in a comic book, which MK could actually help me out with. But we'll see. Yeah, so and I still got to figure out what I'm gonna do for pricing. I know what Raphael has pricing for, so I want to make sure I pay everyone equally. So that should be fun. And then obviously I will print them out as huge posters, print the comic book out, and then maybe even get Moose to print out the models of the characters. So it could be a really cool project. Could be really damn cool. I don't know if Juggernaut's the best fight for this, but I'm going to do it anyways. As long as I don't get hit, I shouldn't be debuffed, right? I'm annoying him. Girl, just do your special. I really want to see the character designs. I am working. I have one of them down. Like, it's my old logo of the guy of the wow, I hate that visual bug. That's annoying. There you go. It's gone. Yeah, it's basically I'm writing the story. I'm writing the story of one of the character is going to be my old design, where it's the person in full suit of armor with the axe, and it's like a lightning axe. Have you thought about asking Gabe? Yes, absolutely. It's hard because I can't contact him anymore, because I used to contact him through Discord, but he shut it down. Usually when you leave Kabam, your Kabam Discord gets shut down. So, yeah. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna contact him. But yeah, I'm gonna ask him on advice. So yeah, the main character is in the suit of armor. I basically kind of want it's basically a story about, I want the character to be like kind of like Spider-Man, right? You can imagine yourself underneath that suit. And I want that to be the same for my character. And I want this character to fight someone else who's kind of kicking his ass the whole time. And that person's also masked. And at the end of the story, it's like you find out that the villain is yourself. And it's really just a story about us kind of being our own worst enemies. And I have to basically explain that into four panels. And I'm kind of just writing the story and character designing. I feel like I want to have like a cool thing where the villain is not wearing the same suit of armor, because that'd be too obvious. So I'm thinking of like a berserker, kind of something like that. So, but I'm figuring it out. It's not due till Technically April, but I won't print them out till next semester. But yeah, I'm gonna give you all this details privately too. Sounds amazing, not gonna lie. I appreciate it. I was really inspired by. I've always been wanting to do that kind of story. I've had it in my mind for years. It's just really inspired by Luke in the Dagobah cave where he fights Darth Vader and he unmasked him by chopping his head off, and it's Luke's head inside of it. That's kind of like the main inspiration. So yeah, I just need to finish writing the story of what I want each person to do. I'm gonna send it off to you, and then I'm gonna get that ball rolling, basically. So yeah, I got a progress check in like a week and a half, and yeah, should be exciting. So I just need to work on it. I have 7 classes, so it's kind of busy. I only took time off now to stream because I only have 4 assignments due by Mondays or Tuesdays, so I have a little time. The group of heroes move as fast as they can to retrace the path where it all began, the Pym Lab. I promise after this I'm going to put some effort into locking this place. Open house for villain stuff. I only hope that my traversing through time did not disrupt things. We've already had our share of time travels. We've already had our share of time travels. What? Kang, All-Star Dimension Hoppers, America Chavez, Ancient Gods. I guess Apocalypse. Ancient Gods. I guess you could say Hercules. Forbidden Evils. And you're not be able to catch on Forbidden Evils. I feel like there was an event quest where they mentioned Forbidden, but I can't remember if that was the Rintra and Wong event, but I feel like that's not it. Anyways, indeed, it is possible this merits further research for recording before returning to my proper time. It's funny, he says he's going to return to his proper time, but there's no possible way he can. We all know that you can't time travel the way you think you can in the battle realm. And once you enter the battle realm, you can't leave. So he is trapped here. Same with Cassie. We'll have time for time talk once we figure out this out. But that glow up ahead seems ominous. As the group approaches Pym Lab, the strange glow beams every window, turning the building into a horrifying lighthouse. That light, I know that light. It's from my time platform, but how? Oh, this is getting interesting. Hey, what's up, Seki? How are you? What is up? The Juggernaut. I'm about to mess some things up. Yeah, I probably shouldn't parry too much, but it's okay. Okay, don't listen to my own advice. Oh, whoa, I thought I parried, but I think I reached my max parry. I should definitely pay attention more. Come on. Alright, we lost some health, but it's okay. Hey, Xander finally ranked forward Spider-Gwen. Oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah, I just saw your tweet like 45 minutes ago. Yes. Spider-Gwen is rank 4. It's insane how many characters he has to rank 4 because he wants to complete the collection of all the Spider-Verse characters. Oh, shoot. You know what's on sale this week? His Avengers Forever, and they're bringing back Planet Doom. where he's like, because if you like the future timeline is that he's the new Ego. That's interesting. Oh yeah, Wasp has a new comic too. The way they did the 60 years of Ant-Man, I think they're doing the 60 years of Wasp right now. So who knows? Who knows? All right, let's finish this path. Dr. Voodoo, easy peasy. Easy peasy. I guess I'll just go Juggernaut. Easy. Yeah, congrats to Xander. I'm bet he's so excited for April, man. Wait, what? Sebastian Shaw is in the Puzzle Quest is having their own summoner choice basically, and Sebastian Shaw is in it, which is kind of interesting. I remember one of them. It was Sebastian Shaw. It was Korg. And Silver Samurai. I was like, there was someone who I thought was coming this year, and I forgot who it was. Yeah, and then it was Silver Samurai, Sauron, Multiple Man, Electro, Honey. I think the Honey Badger, Korg, and God, what's her name? I always forget it, but it's a recognizable name. Moonstone. That's what it was. Yeah. Moonstone. I guess I'll just do Cycle Archangel. Yeah, my original thing for the Hydra spot was actually Madam Hydra, because I was actually thinking they wouldn't make because I thought they were going to go with the MCU Zemo, and he's obviously not that tied to... Damn, I got clipped by that? Okay. Not too tied to the Hydra. So originally I had it as Madam Hydra, which is kind of interesting. Alright, dinner must be here. Oh yeah, and tomorrow, obviously, if you're still here, tomorrow we're having this. We're having the amazing Grass MCOC. You'll recognize him because he uses BG's face. Amazing content creator, and well, I did not do the Doom Cycle as I should have. Whoops. And I'm also going to be on the Ralph podcast tomorrow, and that'll be uploaded shortly. If you didn't catch the last episode, they had Rob from Comics Explain. And they had me send him questions, and it was pretty fun. Though my only complaint is that he asked who was in the game, and he's like, "Is Maestro in the game?" And they said, "Yeah." They said, "Kind of. We have Overseer." And I was like, "Oh, you missed it by saying like Maestro was like the first main villain of the contest, really." Like Kang was just a distraction, but once Maestro was revealed, it was like the coolest thing ever, and then him dying is so cool. But it happens when you don't read. So what's the relationship between what champs get added to MCOC and what characters get added to Marvel Strike Force? Because I'm seeing a lot of them characters coming at the same time. That has to do with Marvel. Because it seems like Marvel liked to... MCU related or unrelated to Boo. MCU related or unrelated to Boo. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, most MCU related, like obviously like Future Fight is always first to get stuff, like especially when the Eternals thing happened. But sometimes like there has been super connections, and specifically Strike Force. In Strike Force, I don't remember if I talked about this, but the Punisher in MCOC is the exact same Punisher in Strike Force, literally the same model. I think Black Widow as well is the same model. And I think I don't know something with Netmarble back then they shared assets or something, but yeah, I've noticed like some months they'll have the same character, and it's really weird when it's not MC related. Any advice? My game keeps crashing when I try and play on any game mode. I've reported this issue to the BAM and I've deleted the game and re-downloaded it. I have no idea, to be honest. If restarting your phone, you've already sent a Kabam ticket, then I guess just wait for that. Oh, I think this is a terrible matchup. Why did I do this? I don't remember. I don't remember how her specials work. Oh, you little shit. Yeah, I would make sure you have the games updated. That's one thing. Make sure your phone's updated. Make sure you're not running anything but the game. And I guess just wait until they give you an answer. I don't like fighting Shuri. Let me tell you that. Ugh. Oh, I thought I was gonna catch her when on the wake up attack. I'm just I didn't know about Punisher and Black Widow. Yeah, like literally the exact same model. It's hilarious. Yes, the game is updated. Yeah, I don't know, man. I usually don't have issues crashing. If it is, it's when like the game has to have emergency service, emergency maintenance usually. But if you send a ticket, I just wait for it or check the forums. Maybe the forums will have your answer. Maybe the forums will have your answer. Yeah, and Puzzle Quest I never count. I just think it's funny that they're doing their own summoner show, their own summoner's choice. Oh, girl, stop, please. Not like this. Not like this. What's her SP2? Oh, shoot, you're on the misses. Come on, girl. You know you want to? Oh, the triple laser and the little that. Okay. How about this? Yeah, they just got Wonk like last month, so Puzzle Quest is always weird. I think Puzzle Quest seems to get more comic stuff. Same with Future Fight, I feel like. Strike Force. I've never played Strike Force. I played it once, but it wasn't my cup of tea. How do you spell Strike Force? There you go. I'm so mad we got the Shuriza, the Black Panther one from mcoc. That design is fire. Dude, I agree. Yeah, I expected it. Like, I expected it to be sure. I wanted Mabaku. But I'm still surprised they kind of went with the Black Panther 2018. Excuse me. Yeah, like example, they got Titania last month with Absorbing Man. So it's kind of interesting that when we have the Masters of Evil event, they have the Masters of Evil event. Yeah, and they got Nakia, and they got 10 million BC Black Panther. Their titanium design is seriously, dude, it's so gross. I agree. And we had the Spider-Man event in October, and they had a Spider-Man Noir event in October for Strike Force. Like, it's pretty interesting. Or a Spider-Man 29 and Spider-Man Noir event. Yeah. And they had a new character too, right? Spider-Weaver. That was pretty sick. Announcement. But I'm trying to think of there was another one, but I don't remember when it was. Oh, they had Vivision not too long ago too. And they had Deathlock. Absorbing Man was my summoner's. Wait, what? Oh, Absorbing Man was your summoner's, like, your most wanted champion in the game. Is what you're saying? Sweet, dude. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I'm trying to think out who else they had that was a cool crossover with our game, or kind of the same month, but I don't remember what it was. Anyways, let's read the dialogue. Bursting into the labs, the group is shocked to find someone see another Zane Asgar. Hooking the time flyer from the lab tunnel. You're exactly... wait, what? 4.61969 seconds late. Then I calculated you had arrived disappointment in all ways through all time. That is proprietary property. I don't know who you are, but I know you're not me. Thankfully, not. I am Zane Asgar of the year 2420. Herald of All-Father Ultron, the unquestioned ruler of time and space. That's cool. If you know his story, his miniseries, it ends with all for Ant-Man. Because basically, Zane accidentally... what happened? Ultron basically got launched in the timeline, and he got stuck. And Zane, traveling across the timeline, freed him. And so they all had to fight All-Father Ultron. And All-Father Ultron comes from a universe where he just kills Odin, takes his powers, and becomes the ruler of his universe. You've got your own you've got your own evil double, bud. That's the full battle realm treatment right there. It's a blessing that my repurposed Alchemax androids were not able to fulfill their tasks. Interesting. So Alchemax ties to Spider-Man 2099. So that 100% connects him to the 29 spot on the Spider Battle Royale map for sure. Your greatest triumph is going to be when a group of ant folks throw you in jail. You jest, child, but dude, come on. You jest, but no, shall be taking control of the time, the multiverse, and joining time, a single vision, lest be destroyed. That's cool though. Ooh. So that's... I mean, I doubt they'd add All-Father Ultron as a playable character, but that's a cool reference. I wonder if they'll just repurpose, like, Ultron Prime or even Labtron. Hopefully Labtron, because basically All-Father Ultron is basically Labtron, the classic design, but with, but he's gold and wearing Odin's outfit with, like, the giant fur cloak and everything. And he's huge. He's like 4 stories tall. Wow, I did not mean to get hit. Is All-Father Ultron most powerful version? Is he weaker than What If Ultron? I'm not sure. Infinity Ultron, like What If Infinity Ultron is kind of weird because realistically, Infinity Ultron shouldn't be that powerful. Like, Infinity Stones don't work outside their own universes, but for their purposes, they do. And All-Father Ultron basically was he ruled his own universe, and he started traveling, making a mess of things. So I'm not sure actually. Realistically, they're the same person, so I mean, at least some versions of the same person, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe Allfather, just because he killed Odin, which is a freaking feat in itself. Odin used to be the most powerful being of all Marvel. All Father Ultron is giving me serious Eldritch the Golden Lord vibes from Yu-Gi-Oh. Interesting. Because what if Ultron the Stones was something else? Yeah. Man, what if Ultron was so powerful that he had the Watcher intervene? Which, in the comics, does all the time, but for the MCU, is something new. What if Ultron is multidimensional? I don't see Ultron with the Odin Force being that powerful, but comic scaling. Yeah, comic scaling is weird, too. That's a thing. That's a thing to put into... to think about. Do you think we'll see Morbius or Hobgoblin 2023, 2024? Thakaban was hinting at that. Well, the Morbius tease was an April Fool's joke, so they're not doing that. Hobgoblin is potential. He's been mentioned twice in the actual dialogue of the game, and he was in the Summoner's Choice second round and was not. He lost round 2 of 4, so possibly. As long as Mark Hamill comes out, Thakaban was hinting at that. Looks like I'm back at the perfect time with his All-Father talk, right? Yeah, you've actually read the comics with All-Father Ultron and Zane's miniseries, so which is pretty cool. All right, let me record this and then we'll be right back. Interesting. I noticed there is not a beat the boss and then have one extra move to read the finale thing kind of thing. I actually love when they do that. Is it wrong? I want Ultimate Goblin more than Hobgoblin. Hey, I mean someone else mentioned that earlier, or someone else, but it was it was Bartholomew. I'm gonna call him Bartholomew because I don't know how to say his name. I'm just calling him Bart because he said call him Bart last time. I think the only way I'd accept not having Mark Hamill is if they got Steve Blum. Yeah, they got Steve Blum for MROC though, right? Yeah, you sent me the All-Father Ultron pick. To be continued in New Avengers Ultron Forever. And the All-Father is Ultron himself. He looks so cool. I mean, it would obviously be cool. Oh, it's a... You used your phone to send that, didn't you? Because I can't save that as a regular JPEG. It's annoying. Whatever, I can look it up. Okay, let's fight Zane real quick. All right, I guess let's read the dialogue first. I see one trait runs through all who call himself Ant-Man, a rush to do things, overlooking the details. Try not to take it personally, but I'm fascinated. Go on. That'd be totally me. You have overlooked a variable, my devious double. 2 cross-dimension time platforms in a shared radius will create an inverse quantum entanglement polarization. That sounds like something that would happen, but obviously time travel is so weird to explain. That's Eldritch. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks very similar with the golden armor design. Yeah, you overlooked that, didn't you, Cassie? What did he overlook? Their time machines are from different times and different dimensions, and it's like when you put the metal roasting tray in a microwave for Thanksgiving, but times 1,000. This can be I simply did not anticipate, but because the calculations show clearly, I damn you all, blast and damnation. Classic villain talk and their top-notch Zane, but can you shut this down before it blows us up? I can try it, but to stop time flow from ironically need a bit of time. If I fail, you all shall fail. I shall collapse this realm on itself. That'd be impossible. Leave nothing but its valuable resources behind. I guess maybe just the micro realm itself. And be claimed by All-Father Ultron. The only father in charge of this place is mine. Dad, Zane, fix the bad thing. Summoner, I will take care of this foul future Ant-Man. That's the end of that event. KB said Ant-Man Future was a frustrating fight, but so far the hardest opponent for me right now are the bugs. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people are having bugs with the update. Alright, let's see how this is gonna go. Let's go, Venopool, my beautiful Knim original. Disintegration! Haven't seen that since Punisher. $20.99. Okay, I mean I can dex that. That's nice, but they're really tiny. I'm doing Cavalier, not Thronebreaker, for anyone wondering why. It's probably easier than it looks. Oh, ow, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Just let me get my power. Oh, I meant the dex doing SP1. That hurt. That hurt. Damn it, Zane. Alright. Alright, we'll see if Diablo can do anything. I wonder if champions that have time travel with their get their own hashtag. Yeah, that could be something. There are plenty of characters. He's gonna glance, so I can't poison him. Never mind. Dude, I thought I dexed that. Come on, dog. I'm so gonna die. It was fun knowing you. I don't even know what his SB2 is, but it's probably not something good. That's what it is. Is the comment deja vu and it's reduced CPR? It's reduced CPR for discredit makes it annoying. Yeah, I can see that. Well, I'm gonna struggle my butt off when I fight it in Thronebreaker. Alright, Juggernaut, you're my ace, so let's see how this goes. Ugh, I hate dexing tiny things. Like, it's kind of like Thanos's, Nameless Thanos' thing. Like, that's annoying. But I'll get the hang of it. I'll get the hang of it. Don't worry. Don't even worry. Mm, 4%. Jay, have I talked to you about getting a multiversal Paul Rubens version of Thanos? I want it so bad. Getting a multiverse Paul Rubens version of Thanos. What's up, Dragon Knight? How are you? Oh no, not Juggy. Is that which one? Which one is that one? I talked about you about getting a multiverse Paul Rubens version of Thanos. Paul Rubin is Pee Wee Herman, right? Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Wait, what? Everyone has Juggy but not me. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Having Paul play Thanos. Wait, he was actually almost Thanos in Guardians? What? That's insane. He was considered for the part of Thanos before Josh Brolin. How? How? If I die right here and I have to use a revive, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. But yeah, I'm doing good. That is pretty hilarious. Come on, Longshot. Come on, Longshot. Yes. Okay. GG, man. Oh, it would be the most amazing thing ever. That would be kind of interesting. And you wouldn't have to pay Josh Brolin as much for his MCU return. Dude, that would have been funny if they used him for the what if. I know they didn't, but sweet. Cavalier is done. We read the dialogue. So All Father Ultron is probably gonna be picked up at some point. I doubt we'll get in the game, but it is maybe he's an NPC. But that is interesting. That we can open the 6-star. That is interesting that they could pick up that time. They could pick up the story. It's mutant and skill right now. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I have any good skills that I need to rank up. Skill. I mean, I could rank for Mole Man. Who was it that I got? Oh, Valkyrie. Where is she? Yeah, Valkyrie. Valkyrie, I could rank up. I need Golden ISO, though. And then mutants, I do have Kitty Pryde. And Professor X and Namor. So I guess we can open up for... Okay, for some skill ISO, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, for more skill ISO, that's fine. Alright, my food's here. Perfect timing, we're ending the stream. Let's see if there is any person to raid. That'd be nice. A nice little raid, right? And Lefty is. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Let's open the 6-star. I don't buy features. Unless you guys really want me to buy a featured. What do you guys say? Alright, we could buy a featured. I haven't bought one in like years. Lefty is live. My good friend Lefty Knox. Lefty. Lefty Knox. I'm team featured. Alright, then we're going to do it. Featured is bought. My first featured in a very, very, very long time. Alright, we always open it up, close it out, open it up, and one for good luck. What's it gonna be? Let's go Mantis. Hey! DK. Oh, okay. Shuri. Yeah, I don't know that much about her. That was one of the only months last year that I didn't really read that much about. So that's kind of interesting. So special ability, shock immunity. That's pretty nice. Armor shock, untouchable, precision. Interesting indeed. Strong candidate for rebalancing? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that I remember Atuma probably won't. Just guessing on, because they didn't do it for Spider-Man, which I really thought they would. And she, I feel like, could be rebalanced a bit. Assures her ability that she can't be altered, which is nice, and against her ability to do shock and precision effects that aren't her own, Shuri's attack or non-contact and deal energy damage. They connect. Should be a good defender, I know that for sure. Infinite matrix charges become armor passive, consume 1 matrix charge to shock. Heavy attack, 10 max charges, gain, and untouchable. Yeah, should be cool. Don't know if she's a priority rank up, but she's a cool one for sure. Atoma, the most they'll do is Thorn, since he's not as scary defense as they intended. Yeah. For sure. Alright, well, we're gonna raid Lefty Knox. Our good friend Lefty Knox. Let's put him in the chat. There's his link. Reminds me of a pre-buff Terrax. Interesting. Got on some Aaron's brother. Thanks for putting fun to streams, Holmes. Yeah, man, for sure, dude. And yeah, come by anytime, and I'll be there tomorrow for the podcast. So that I'm very excited to talk about. But yeah, go raid Lefty Knox. Give him the old #JAX raid. Well, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Got some Dominoes. Alright, peace out, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Good night. See you later, Super Duper Boo, Max, LJ, Aiden, Dragoon.